Hi, and welcome to Paper Route Scrapbooking. I'm Nadine, and today we're going to talk about what to do with all the things after attending a big weekend retreat. And in this video, I'll be showing you what I'm going to do with all the goodies I got from this third class from Crop and Create delivered in November of 2021. Okay, so this third class was all about traveler's notebooks, and it was by Lael Konkar. And let's see, I have never done a traveler's notebook before, and so this was pretty new information to me. I've seen them, of course. I've watched people create in them. I just never thought that that would be something that would be something I'd want to do. But I really enjoyed her presentation, and she has some free classes that she offered when the pandemic started. And so I think I'm going to go back and watch them and follow along and learn some more things, because I kind of like the idea of leaving a journal. I have some journals, but they are really directed to one kid or another. So like I have a mother's journal for each of my 3 boys. But I would like to just write some things about me, about like my life. And so I think this might be the way to do that, because I never really thought I would want to do like a whole scrapbook that's just like all about me, but I could do it in this kind of way. So I'm going to give it a try, see if I like it, see if I stick with it, and if not, then that's okay too. The creativity and the time spent is never lost, right? It's always good to expand your mind and your interests. So anyways, this is what we created during the class. So there was this little folder that she showed us how to make, and it just like can hold memorabilia, which I love. I do collect things everywhere I go. And so I really liked that. And we also decorated the covers of these 2 travelers' notebooks. And she showed us how to do it in such a way that we could change it out. So for example, if you wanted to, if you changed your mind about what you wanted this to look like, it's basically just, you just take off the washi tape and then switch the cover, because it's just folded on. It's not glued or attached or anything like that, which is kind of a cool idea. She talked about doing it in a way that people used to cover their textbooks in brown paper bags, but I don't know if I'm too young to remember that. I'm in my 40s. Or if that's just not something we did here where I live. Okay, so here inside of the traveler's notebook, she taught us how to make this thing called a tip-in. So if you're familiar with traveler's notebooks, you probably know all about this already, but it's basically just patterned paper cut to size to fit inside, and then adhered with washi tape on both sides. Pretty simple, but very creative and interesting. And then we did 1 page together. So this Things I've Learned is one of the stamps from this exclusive SCT delivered stamp. And one thing I've noticed doing these videos that I don't know if I paid attention to before is that each of the classes up to this point, and I'll have to relook at the 4th class because I'm not sure, but offered us like exclusive things. So in class 1, we had an exclusive stamp set from L Studio. In class 2, we had exclusive stencils created by Vicky Booten. And in class 3, we have this exclusive stamp set by SCT Delivered. So I just thought that was kind of interesting that I hadn't really paid attention to that before until I started doing these videos. And I'm like, oh, it's exclusive too. Okay, so anyways, it might go for sale. Those things might go for sale later. I don't know, but for the time being, they're not. You can't purchase them anywhere else. So anyways, this is kind of what I have in mind for my journal, is just like random thoughts, like 3 a.m., what keeps me up at night, things I've learned, things I'm one of those people, I go through cycles where I have like insomnia. And I sometimes will write things down just to get them out of my head. And so maybe this will be a good outlet for that. I don't know. So this one says keep learning and growing. So I thought, you know, that things we've learned went really well with that. And this one says fall in love with as many things as possible. And I put a little cup of tea here because that's like one of my favorite things. There's actually, for all of you Canadians, the new festive Tim Hortons cups came out. So I do love my tea. Anyways, and we didn't do anything inside this Traveler's Notebook insert. We just decorated the cover. So that's what was in the class. This is what's left over from the class kit. So you might remember from the beginning of this series, I took this from the goodie bag, and it was from our guest speaker, keynote speaker, Stacy Julian, and close to my heart. And they gave us this, and I think it'll go well with this project. So I'm going to keep it in here. We have this stamp set, of course, that came with the class kit. And then we have this package of washi tape, and the collection that she used is called Bloom and Grow by Jen Hadfield. Oh no, that's the paper's name. Peaceful Heart by Jen Hadfield. So there's this pack of washi tape from Peaceful Heart. There is this 10 pieces with foil and 30 cardstock pieces ephemera pack from American Crafts from the Peaceful Heart collection. And then this sticker book offers like a whole bunch of different things in it. And then I thought this paper, this packaging again goes pretty well with the collection. So there's that. And then in terms of like patterned paper, there wasn't much left, but I feel like in a traveler's notebook, you're not necessarily going to use a ton of patterned paper. Although I did go back and pull out a stack of, what do you call these? Cut apart cards or like pocket cards that I thought went well with the products in this line. So I picked like a camera and a bunch of like vellum bits. These are from, do you guys remember way back in the day when we used to have those quick quotes booklets? I don't know if you've all been scrapbookers that long, but anyways, that's what these are from. So I just picked some that I thought I would want to write about. And then I picked a couple of these square pieces that kind of went with the collection. And then I had a bunch of 2x2s that matched with the collection. And then I had these like see-through ones that I thought might be fun in a traveler's notebook if you do like the tip-in idea. So those are cute. And then these at the front here were all from one Project Life kit that, oh, maybe not. Not these ones. These ones were printable journaling spots. Journaling spots. Not sure where that one's from. It was a printable. And then these are from a Project Life kit. I can't remember what the kit was called. It's just been in my box of cut aparts or pocket cards, I guess. And then these ones, some of them are printables, some of them are cut apart sheets. They're just all various different cards. And then I have this one, and I don't know where it's from, but it was in there and it was kind of sitting on the top and got a little bit bent, but I think once I put it in there, it'll be cute. And then I found this little pocket too, and I thought that might go nicely in a traveler's notebook. So I took that out as well. And then I also, okay, so remember a few days ago, here, I'll show you my box too of Project Life, or sorry, they're not Project Life. Some of them are, but pocket cards. So I went through all of these ones. I might go through these ones, but I feel like they might be a bit big, or might try a couple and then see if I like them and then go through them because I don't want to waste my time. So then, remember how I said when I take my kids to the airport, there's basically like not very far away, there's a scrapbook store. So I called my mom up and I was like, hey, I'm going to take the kids to the airport and I think I might stop at the scrapbook store. Do you want to come? And she's like, yeah. So we drove the kids to the airport, dropped them off, said our goodbyes. I don't get to see them again till Christmas. Anyway, that's another story. But Mom and I went to a scrapbook store called Paper Art Creations in Leduc. I don't know if they have online shop. They must, because I overheard them talking about packaging some online orders. Anyways, I've always only shopped there in person because it's on the way to Edmonton and we go into Edmonton for various things. And my whole purpose for going there was to buy an actual traveler's notebook to put my inserts in. Now, the one that I found that I liked, and I wanted one that was plain, but wasn't, like I didn't want to have to cover it with anything. I just wanted it to be, because when it sits on the shelf, I just want it to have a black binding, is what I was looking for. Because that's what I want for where I'm going to put this. So anyways, this is from Graphic 45, Black Travel Album with Notebook Set. It includes 3 notebooks. So do I think I need 3 more notebooks? No, but it was the only one they had that I liked the look of it and where like will want it displayed in my space. So like my space after, like if it were to be finished, where would I put it? I'd want it to be a solid neutral color, preferably not craft. Now this is like cardstock, like thick cardstock, but I can cover it if I choose to, or I can put something on the front, but I really just want it to slide on the shelf. I did look at some leather ones, but they were a bit out of my price range. Anyway, this is what I came up with. So here is my book. I'm going to slide these out of these notebooks out of the, okay, what am I trying to say? I'm going to slide these inserts out of the notebook. Is that correct? I think so. And I am going to keep them with these items, but I wanted to see what, like, because I'm going to work on this one for now, I'm just going to store this in here. Okay, this is how this goes. Yes. And same with my pocket for now is going to go in here. Oh, see, I didn't do that right. This is what happens when you try something new. You have to learn things. Maybe that one needs to go in the same, like it needs to be held up by something a little more sturdy. So it's going to go in the beginning of this book. There we go. Isn't that lovely? Okay, so now I have this. I guess I could keep these in here. There's no reason not to, right? Yeah. And these ones have like little pockets in the front. I didn't realize that when I looked at it because it was in the cellophane. But I do like that. Maybe I can cover these ones too with some coordinating papers. So just like I said though, like with the Vicky Boutin line, I was of course tempted to purchase more of this Jen Hadfield collection. I looked at it. It was absolutely gorgeous. But it's less about my budget and more about my enormous amount of stuff. So do I need to be bringing extra things in to my space? No. Can I probably make this beautiful with the things that I already own? Yes. So that is my plan. So I am going to add in these pocket cards, this envelope. I might add in a few other things along the way. And I went and I chose an array of papers that I could throw in here and slice up. I did look through my 6x6 paper pads first because I thought 6x8, but I didn't find anything that I thought coordinated really super good with these papers. So I just went into my rainbow papers and pulled out a light blue, some kind of crafty brown, this color, this mustard color. And I used this scrap of paper to kind of pick and choose what I wanted. And so this mustard color and then this kind of like solid sheet of this darker peach, and then this one of the lighter peach. And then the pinks, I chose a diagonal stripe and a polka dot. And then I didn't find any patterned paper in the navy or the dark green, so I went to my other shelf and I pulled out like this. It's kind of shiny navy and it's kind of wrecked on the sides, so I wouldn't be able to use it in a 12 by 12, but I can, excuse me, definitely cut it down and use it in here. And then I have this piece of, is this? It is basil. It just must be an older one. In Thicket, and it's in a Swiss dot, so it's like embossed, which I love. I also pulled 2 sheets of thinner paper that are wood grain, like a lighter wood grain. And the reason I picked these 2 thinner ones is because I was like, well, if I'm using them in the Traveler's Notebook, I'm putting them on other paper, and so it doesn't matter if they're thin. And so that's why I picked those 2 in particular. But I also picked this beautiful, beautiful white one because I just thought it went really nicely with this collection. And it is from Asuka Studio. I don't know if you've ever heard of that before. The first time I saw this paper, I was watching Janet from RTS on Patreon. She was, you know, showing us a haul, I guess. And this was one of the things she bought. And she talks a lot about buying with intention, and that's really what I went for. And yesterday when I was at the scrapbook store, I saw this pack of patterned paper and I thought, I really don't need more paper, but this is so versatile and so beautiful. I just couldn't leave it in the store. Like, check this out. That's one side and this is the other side. Like, they're just gorgeous papers. Anyway, so I had to pull in one of those. I also pulled this blue polka dot, blue and black polka dot. Well, it's kind of a blue and navy. And then I had this scrap of vellum. I don't know, can you even see that? I might need to put it on like a darker color. This scrap of vellum, and it's got like polka dots on it. I thought that might be fun to put in there too. And the other thing I put in was this golden white stripe from Close to My Heart. So that is what I chose to add into this collection kit. I will choose like one of the heavier ones if I choose to, because a lot of these papers I picked, they're thin and I didn't care because I'm putting them in the Traveler's Notebook. But some of them, like this one is really heavy, this one is really heavy. So I would pick something like that, and this one's heavy. I would pick something like that if I chose to cover those other inserts in something, right? Or maybe I'd buy 1 sheet from this collection, because I think I distracted myself when I was showing you what was left over by telling you what I picked. But all I had left from this actual collection was this 1 sheet of paper, a couple of branding strips, a pocket card, this scrap, this scrap, this scrap, pocket cards on the other side, pocket cards on the other side, this scrap, and this 1 sheet of paper, which I think I'd probably cut down and use the tags. So that's why I pulled those papers out, because I thought if I wanted to do any matting, or like if I'm going to put a photo in, or if I'm going to put like a tip in, I'm going to need some other papers, right? So anyway, that's what I did. That's what I've got. And I am going to put this all back into this for now. I need to find, I think I have an empty storage box that's 13 by 13. Not an iris container, but like a one from, well, kind of like this one. That's from like a craft store, but it's cardboard. But I have to get into my closet and pull it out because I don't want it to be difficult to get to. I need it to be something that I can put this stuff in and then work on it when I want to. So there we go. That'll go in there. All my scraps will go in there. Scraps. And then my pocket card kind of things will go there. My stamps and die cuts and sticker book will go in there. My washi tape will go in there. And then my traveler's notebook will go in there. And so will my insert. So this for now is going to sit up next to my wire rack on the shelf because I feel like this is a current project. So what I really want that wire rack to be all about is current project. I wonder if it'll fit on one of those. I'll have to try it. So I think I'll put it on the wire rack if it'll fit or next to it if it doesn't. And I'll get that box to keep it from getting dusty if I choose to put it in a box. So that is what I'm doing with my Traveler's Notebook class kit. This will be an ongoing project. So it's not one that's going to get put away. It's going to get left on the shelf of ongoing projects. And I plan to continue to work on it. And at the end of each month when I do my layout shares, if I've worked in it at all, I will show it to you guys. So I think that's it for today. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please click that like button to give me a thumbs up. Hit the show more button under the video description if you'd like to find the links to some of the things that we've talked about today. And if you have a question or comment, just leave it down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you would like to see more of my videos, it would make my day to have you as a subscriber. Just click the subscribe button and be sure to hit the notification bell if you would like to be notified when a new video goes up. Have a great day, everyone.